All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. I know you're seeing this title and this thumbnail and going, huh? Yeah. I think I will go ahead and add this to my craziest things that are happening in 2026. I read this title and I say, you have got to be kidding me. Coffee shop or strip club? OC business under fire. I don't live too far from the OC. I'm wondering if I ever drove by this place by accident. But coffee shop, that's crazy. Original video will be in the description. Hopefully they won't show nothing too crazy. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
A coffee shop or a front for something a bit steamier? Garden Grove residents say a business licensed as a cafe has been masquerading as a strip club. Our undercover cameras captured adult-style activity just steps from a high school. Fox 11's Gina Silva with our exclusive.
Oh, so there it is. They're steps away from a high school. It's like, what goes through people's head when they're doing these type of things? Literally, you got high schoolers probably just walking past this place every time. Oh my goodness.
Inside DD Cafe in Garden Grove, the women are serving so much more than just coffee.
Thanks for blurring it.
Our Fox 11 undercover investigative team captured women wearing little to no clothing, giving lap dances to paying customers, and offering private sessions for an additional fee.
I need to hear 80 for what?
80 for news. The place doesn't serve alcohol, but for a small fee, customers can bring their own.
No bar?
You can bring in your own alcohol. They'll charge $30 for a bottle.
City records show DD Cafe is licensed only as a coffee shop. Yet on their social media account, they've never hidden what they're really selling.
So I'm confused. If they're not hiding it, meaning that they're thinking like this is okay, because you know they didn't go all through all the steps to get this clear. They're trying to. It's weird, right? If you are promoting it on social media, but it's illegal. That's really strange behavior. And why not just? Well, I mean, I guess because the high school is there, of course, but like, I mean, I don't know if they have the money to do it, but it's like, why not just, you know, how you see a place that has the sign on the door saying like, you can lease this building. Like, why not get an actual spot that you can legitly do this? That's weird.
Even a coffee shop, it's a strip club. It's a strip club with no rules, all kinds of things going on there.
Mitchell Mora, a Garden Grove resident and independent producer, says what's troubling to him is how close DD Cafe is to La Quinta High School, within walking distance of the campus. Under the Garden Grove Municipal Code, adult entertainment businesses are prohibited within 1,000 feet of any school facility.
There it is.
The coffee shop's been around for a long time, and there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, about these coffee shops in Little Saigon, in the Garden Grove area. But when you're doing it right next door to a high school where there's children involved, that changes the perspective, in my opinion.
When we went to speak with the owner, this woman told us she was in charge and the owner was not available.
Can you answer what type of business this is? There's no comment. You guys can't be here.
So who comes in here for $20 coffee?
Lily Frey, a Garden Grove resident, says DD Cafe and so many like it are an open secret in the city.
Actually, this is not the first one or the last one. If you go on this whole street, you probably find 10 of them.
Again, under its current permit, DD Cafe is allowed to operate only as a coffee shop, not a strip joint. So why is the city of Garden Grove allowing this business to have adult-style entertainment?
Everyone knows about it, except no one's doing nothing about it.
How are you?
Mora says he complained to the city multiple times over the past year, but says his concerns were ignored. We were also...
Look at him just bouncing. That's pretty crazy, especially when you think about what's going on in the world today with all the Epstein files and everything. He's saying that he went to people and complained and they did nothing about it, which to me, this could be a lot deeper than we think, especially if that lady said, if you go down, it's probably more places like this. My wife was talking about how she think those mattress places are a front. She think they do like money laundering, because she said every time if you go in there, there's nobody there. But these places are all over. I wouldn't be surprised. But if there's multiple places like this and they're not doing nothing about it, it could be a lot deeper than what we think. I cannot wait to see the comment section to see how many people actually support this versus are against it.
We sent emails to the city of Garden Grove on Tuesday, February 3rd, and again on Thursday, February 5th, describing the undercover footage we had obtained, but received no reply.
Damn.
Later, on Thursday night, the Garden Grove Police Department announced 17 people at DD Cafe had been arrested.
There you go.
Residents say this kind of enforcement needs to go further.
The city should crack down on all of them.
In addition to the arrest, the city of Garden Grove red tagged the business, effectively closing it down. When we asked what the red tag means, we were told it could be for a variety of reasons, including safety or code violations. Police have not said what the 17 people were arrested for, and it's unclear whether any charges have been filed. Now, we requested more information, and of course, as soon as we get that, Phil, we'll be able to update the story.
I mean, why are they being so tight-lipped about this thing? You'd think if they were doing something for the community, they would want to talk about it.
Right.
Absolutely. We sent the emails, and we were expecting some sort of response. I sent it to several different departments within the city.
And then there's the city council people.
We got nothing.
Mayor.
Nothing.
All right.
So
I'm sure we'll learn more about this one from you. Thank you, Gina.
As I said before, I believe it could be a lot deeper than what we're seeing. It's almost like, when they talk about those massage places, how they be having stuff going on. I mean, this stuff been happening for years. It's going to continue to happen. It just looks really bad on the city when people reach out to do something about it and they don't respond, and like I said, I'm not trying to count nobody pockets, but I'm just saying, how hard would it have been to just move this somewhere else and just make it a legit strip club? Like, there are strip clubs that exist. So what would be so hard about that versus doing this, illegally, because you got a school right there? It's not like this is like a college or something. It's like a high school. So it just makes me think about how many men out there, are telling their wife, yo, did you want some coffee? I'm gonna go run some errands and pick some coffee up. And she like, sure. Not knowing what this spot really was about. But the fact that they promoted it on social media is just crazy, man. Crazy. It's like they were somebody in a high position, probably been there before on the low. Because there's no way. Let me read some of the comments here, man. Someone said, now it all makes sense why my son was asking for coffee money every day. Oh my goodness. This place is better than Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. Someone said, now my wife knows I'm not just going for coffee. Someone said, how do I get a job as an undercover reporter? Where is this place? I'm tired of Starbucks. I suddenly feel the urge to become a coffee drinker now. Just a lot of humor going on in here. I'm just looking for at least one serious comment, man. Someone said the resident that snitched probably had a bad experience there. You know, when you see comments like that or like this is what um let me see. Hold on, because I want to read this one. Someone said they said it's within walking distance of a high school. Like that's a bad thing. Rumor has it biology class meets there after school. A lot of people are making jokes. You know, when you see those situations where you have the teachers, whether it's male or female, that has those relationships with their students, and then especially when it's a woman, right? I always like to compare this, because when it's a woman that gets caught messing with one of her students, and we're talking about high school here, most of the comments are saying, this kid is living the dream. I can't believe this kid snitched. This kid's father is probably shaking his hand, right? That's what people say. But when you reverse the roles, when it's a man and the student is a girl, all of a sudden the guy's a creep. You know, he needs to be thrown under the jail. All these comments are justified, rightfully so. But I'm just saying that whenever the roles are reversed, it's like it's okay when the woman does it. So when I see comments like this, saying like it's within walking distance of a high school, like that's a bad thing. You see what I mean? A lot of people are okay with this. But let's say that was a man that wrote that. If he has a daughter, would he be okay? You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. Like, would he be okay if his daughter was one of the girls in there dancing? Probably not. Someone said, what's wrong with this spot? Nothing at all. Places like this, man, the crazy thing, though, is some of the girls in there may not be of age. They may not be. Yeah. All they literally had to do is just move it to a legit spot, and like a coffee shop. That's crazy to me. Someone said, ain't nobody hurting anybody. What's the big deal? And they're missing the whole point about how illegal it is to be within the school distance. It's crazy. Crazy. But if there's more spots like this, I think it's, like I said, bigger than what we think. But hey, appreciate y'all coming over. Go ahead and add it to the list. All right. Peace out.